All right, let's jump into something very kind of like recent, but it will kind of generate to the topic that I wanted to. So another conversation I wanted to get to. I don't know if you guys have seen the whole leaks that are going on online right now with all the artists.
Leaking everything. It's not water that is leaking. It's not pipe that is leaking.
I kind of felt like he was going to bring this up, but I was really bottling it in.
I was about to say something, but they're going to come for me, so let me shut up.
So we're talking about the sex tapes.
About to gradually.
Right now, who? Nelly,
Lil Feet. Wait,
Oxlade.
I was about to say something.
You watch that video?
Let's get into it. So I haven't. And again, I'm not trying to condone people to go watch it. Like I haven't seen a lot of them. You see that Oxlade one? I just typed in. I wanted to get context. I heard that the girl got expelled from her university.
Oh shit! I did not get that context.
So I wanted to get the context of the story, and that's why I just typed it.
It's just there. Multiple.
It's just there. Nigerians, like, because like the Lil Fizz one, those ones you have to like.
You have to really search for it.
If you want to really find it.
No, it's on Twitter that you were looking at. Twitter. Lil Fizz's one was.
I don't know how many minutes just because I think mine was like 50 seconds. Somebody screen recorded some parts.
Who's old?
And the quality is I don't even know.
It's 33 seconds.
It's
33 seconds.
So
I've checked. I've not seen anything more than 33 seconds.
It might be that one.
So I guess my first question is, so there's been the conversation. Let's start with the Oxlade one. There's been the conversation of like comparing that to Tiwa Savage.
I saw that.
So I mean, what are your thoughts? Let's just open
double standards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Societal stereotype.
But do you think that is a Nigerian mentality?
No. Societal.
Black people.
No.
I think it's just in general.
No, but like who in the States is complaining about the fact that's the thing? Like
Kim Kardashian.
Exactly.
We're still judging her for that, right?
And nobody.
Why are we not judging Ray J?
Ray J is just comedy, but
you don't want me to get started.
Even Ray J is making money off of it, but
I regret.
Exactly.
But yeah, let's
take this back.
Tiwa
Savage actually even came out to say on radio, listen, this happened though. Just in FYI, because they want to collect money from me, right? And I thought Nigerians would be able to handle it better, but when it came out, they really they came for her entire life. People were like, oh, your child. Oxlade's child didn't come.
I did not see Tiwa's video.
No, what if he has a child?
I did not see the video. I was sad I didn't see
Tiwa's video.
There's nothing, bro, man.
There's not. Anyways,
Mandy, stop me.
No, but
link me.
So the reason why I was saying the double standard was a Nigerian thing was because like from a religious perspective, I think like we as Nigerians, because the girl got expelled apparently.
This is the second person getting expelled, and it's a girl. Yes. Obviously.
Okay, so why didn't the radio say that they will not play Oxlade again on the radio if they're gonna?
But that's what I'm saying. Like the double standards for Nigeria come from a religious perspective. Because why are you expelling a girl for having sex? Like she had sex. Like
it's not just from a religious perspective.
What is it from?
It's also from like being a woman or a man.
I told you societal bias, right?
So hold on. If Oxlade was university, you don't think he would get expelled?
He won't get as much backlash as
no. The backlash is backlash. Backlash is expelled from the school.
Would he get expelled?
You know the guy that from was it Babcock University or Covenant University that had the thing that went viral?
Covenant. I think.
What happened to the boy? He was in rehab, right?
What happened?
So the guy was in rehab, and then the girl went to see her boyfriend, right? Was he rehab or he was like, I think he kind of had issues, but he wasn't going to the classes, right? So the girl went to see him, like it's everywhere. And then they had sex, and then they recorded it. I think they recorded it for personal reasons. Her friend got access to it, and then her friend leaked it. The girl got expelled. She almost killed herself, but the guy ain't gone. Till date.
So this double standard is tied to something, is what I'm saying. In Nigeria. At least for Nigeria.
I do not agree that is not just gender. It is society.
I think it's just tied to Nigerian mentality because there's...
But no, it's not just Nigeria. It's not just Nigerian.
Society doesn't... Okay, so...
Because I saw this tweet where they said, what did they say? So someone said, oh, mom, this girl was in a sex tape. And she was like, God forbid, Batty, not my children.
But the guy is in a sex tape, but you can marry him.
Mandy, let me finish.
I'm having a headache.
Mandy said,
the
girl told her mother, oh, this girl was in a sex tape. And the one said, the one said, oh, God forbid. And then she said, oh, but someone sponsored her to the UK. She said, thank God. So for me, that's what I'm saying. Like, it comes from like a lot of us have this, like a lot of us that are in power come from this like, taboo.
I think it has to do with appearance, how people see you.
Which I still want to say there's a religious context to it.
There's no religious.
It's not just religious. See, this thing is
we'll agree to disagree.
There's a lot of values that is being placed in it. Some of the things is like, okay, when the girl does something like that, it's like she has defiled herself. She cannot have another future again. Her future is terminated. Nothing is going to occur to her again. But a man is a man. You can just marry another. You can just marry a pure girl type of thing, right? That is where the standard comes in. The masculinity, the gender thing that is gender. Religion is there. It is there, but it's everything compared. You know, like
I think that's what I mean by Nigerian mentality. It's just.
Exactly, they even act like no one is having sex.
But we act like we don't have sex, but 7 children. Exactly. 7 children. I used to tell this joke how like I've never seen my parents kiss, but 5 children.
But 5 children pop.
Whether they fell from the sky,
and it's actually so it's a lot of pressure or a lot of cultural decision that is just centered around women that is just too much.
I mean, yes, I do sympathize with women because they get the blunt end of the stick. And
how about we bring it back to like, let's talk about like mentality.
But you know when I see these things, I just feel like sometimes it's just like they just saw the country. They just saw the country.
But have you seen the way we groom girls versus the way we groom guys? Let me tell you, the first day I saw my period, right? My mom is like, this is true life. My mom starts coaching my life, man. Now you cannot allow a guy touch you. You cannot allow a guy talk to you. No joke. I can't talk to a guy. A guy cannot touch me. And look, I was 10 at the time.
Imagine her love language is touch.
You're right.
Unbelievable.
No, it's so bad. Like I was 10. I was so early, right? So I was so scared for a guy to touch me because I really thought I would get pregnant, man. Like this is how wasted my mind was.
It's actually
it's not fair. We tell children what it is. Do you get what I mean? I think if you want to see, I think I'm going to be that parent that's going to be very honest, and I'm going to tell you sex education. This is what it is, because our parents used to sugarcoat it. Do you know? I asked my mom, "How do you make babies?" God provides.
I feel like I was really
but he does though. I mean he didn't lie.
No, but you skip the whole idea of process. You skip the idea of heaven helps those who help themselves.
No, but I think it's definitely important to have those conversations. Like I was really lucky. My dad was very open with, like I said, oh my God, it was actually really awkward, not gonna lie, because
I rather have that.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad for that. But he actually sat my brother and I down like at the same time and like spoke to us like, this man bought a condom. He showed us what the fuck you look like. Dead ass. Yeah. I'm really happy. I feel like I was really lucky in how I grew up. Yeah, he really sat both of us down like together. Not like, you know how some people would do separate talk with like your daughter, separate talk with your, no, like he sat both of us down together.
That's actually nice.
Dead ass. How old was I? I don't know, maybe like, I don't know actually. How old was I? Maybe like between 13.
They were preaching the Bible to me.
Yeah, no, they were very
like even like one time when, although I was a little around 17 or something, when my little brother, who is like 5 then, snitched on me that there was a girl in my room. Is he? I don't like that. Why would he ask that question? Yeah, you know that you can be around something like even manna fall from heaven. How do you know where the manna fall?
You've been doing a lot of bad stuff, man.
No, I was
since you are small.
So the thing is, so my brother snitched on me. He came to call me that my mom was looking for me, right? So go and tell mom I'm coming now. But because I opened the door at a certain angle, innit? And then he pushed it wide to see what was beyond the angle. What was beyond the angle, right? So I was like, okay. He was like, okay, I should go and tell her I'm coming. Because my room is downstairs and my parents' room, they're upstairs, and like, so me, I go up. I don't know what had transpired the time he went there, right? So my mom just be like, okay, do this and do that, right? My dad usually doesn't stay around, so he was home then, right? That weekend. So
your dad was home and you actually brought the girl home.
I did not bring the girl home. The girl came. There's a difference. So my mom assigned me to things to do in the kitchen, yeah? And she went out. I didn't know where she was going. I didn't know she went downstairs to my room to go talk to the girl.
Oh my God.
So she came back upstairs and just sat beside my dad. And then I came out of the kitchen. I was at the dining table trying to set things up. And then she was like, Imina, let me open your nyash in front of your father. So Norma is my brother's, and Norma came to tell me that I have a sister in my room. and I told him, no, all the sisters I've got, they're in school, they're in boarding school. The sister, there's no sisters at home. He said, no, I saw his sister. She's sitting on his bed. She's sitting on his bed. I said, whoa. So I just kept quiet. I was really busy. I don't know if it was me she was talking to or anybody else. I was sitting. So like, okay, so I now went downstairs to talk to the girl, and I realized apparently the family know themselves. It's me that didn't know because I hardly live in that city. I used to stay with my grandparents, right? So she now explained how, she talked to the girl. The girl is this person's child and blah, blah, blah. And she now started swelling my head indirectly. Be like, you just came to Port Harcourt and you're already having babes in your house.
So which I mean, like, again, there's finish.
Okay, so how this thing came to, so she was now trying to swell my head, just trying to get my dad's attention. My dad was not like, Imina, it was a Sunday. So you will not go to church, but you will not allow people's daughters to go to church. so in essence, why I brought up this whole thing, at least you know the whole scenario, is that there wasn't a lot of scolding, although I wasn't really doing a bad thing. Just catching up and whatever, right? So there wasn't a lot of scolding, but I felt like if it was reversed and my sisters were the one that had the guy in the room, it's going to be a lot more than, you did not allow somebody's daughters to, and not be like, we actually know the person. But my mom then ended up like, at least if you're going to bring a guest home, let everybody know so we know who is coming and leaving the house.
I get that.
Yeah. So it's tough.
No, man, like, again, like, women have it tough back home, at least, for sure. So what I wanted to, so while I was talking about the sex tips and everything is, obviously everybody's, for the most part, the girls in the videos have received the most backlash. The one girl was expelled. Denelli's own, all we saw was the girl's face, and apparently she's depressed now and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. So I just want to get your take, man. Like, should the girls be suing? Because, like, even if they give consent, should they be suing?
There's something called revenge porn.
Yeah.
Right? And there's also something called disrespect.
Yeah.
It's very disrespectful for us to have sex and you decide to send it to your friends, or you decide to keep a recording. Let's say we decide to have a recording and then, me and Dre had something and he's sharing it with his friends. Because how would you feel if I was sharing that with your friends? Again, to guys, that could be an ego thing, but that's just mad disrespectful.
Yeah, you don't do that.
And then the worst part of everything, where it becomes revenge points, when you now decide to, spite the person, you decide to share it. Right, all of that is just evil, right? It's deceitful. So at the end of the day, it's wrong. Like, I'm thinking, if you do, there's a level to, you don't know how bad something could affect someone. You don't know the negative impact it could have on my psychological state.
Right.
Okay, I was listening to this guy's podcast, Temison's podcast, and this girl was talking about what's her name? Chloe was talking about how when her nude went out, it really affected her and she almost killed herself. People handle things differently. Yeah. So let me tell you now, the way you treat me hurt me to the point that I can't get my sanity, it is fair for me to sue you. If we're being realistic. Yeah. But guess what? Our Nigerian society will tell us, think now, Jesus Christ, God. But did you have God when you were posting my video? Right? Like, it's common sense.
I don't even think if you sued in Nigeria, they would answer you.
No, we're here. We're here, right? You can sue here. This is Canada. It's so easy to sue.
I definitely think they have every right to.
So then in the case of Nelly, because Nelly's own story is just weird, man. It was on his own story.
That's some BS. You don't accidentally post something on your story. So apparently
he posted on his story him getting fellatio.
Accident.
So you did not know.
It's either he was trying to post it on his close friends or he was trying to send it to someone and accidentally clicked story. But you don't.
Why didn't you just save it an X?
Wow.
Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna. I always dissect these things deep because I'm gonna be very mad if I see that. I'm gonna be very upset. But how would you feel to? Okay, guys, guys in the room. If it was your sister, how would you feel?
obviously you'll be mad. You want to kill
that's
somebody.
the same reaction I wanted to have when I'm upset.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So if your sister decides to sue, are you behind her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the answer.
No, I wanted to get your thoughts on it because there's like again for like
we
Oxlade,
don't condone.
Oxlade's allegedly Oxlade's own is someone betrayed him. I'm like,
Yeah,
how does someone
someone
betray you if they don't have access to it?
Yes.
He definitely gave it to somebody, and then the person posted it.
Yeah,
and
that's
all of them
betrayed.
in that category.
Or he did, because I think the one I saw was a screen recording, so he probably sent it to someone, and as they were about, you use another phone to like.
Oh, he gave
record
them and they recorded it. One of it.
Literally.
But don't you know what you have on your phone? Again, like someone like me, like people have access to my phone.
Yeah.
Again, obviously, sex is not something I'm going to ever do, but like because I know people have access to my phone easily, I'm going to protect myself and that person.
I think it's just a respect thing.
It's a respect
Like,
of just being aware because you say someone betrayed you, but you have it on your phone. Put it.
People are stupid.
No, people can't do that.
I really don't understand how people focus because
Mandy, stop looking at me like that. Mandy, stop looking at me like that.
No, but I guess my follow-up question was, why do people actually record these things? Like,
You know, me and Miriam talked about this today.
Would you guys
on our
ever?
way
So
here.
you said no. Would you ever?
I don't think I will mind it.
Would you ever?
Don't do that.
I think it's
Yeah, I'm a free
honestly,
spirit type of person. I'm
I
a free
think-
spirit type of person. But it depends on the person, right? Or the partner. But me, I have so much respect for women.
With this day and age,
we used to at age where like anything is hackable, anything is accessible.
I'm scared, man.
We're talking about like in the span of a week, Valentine's weekend.
No, it happened in one night. Nelly, Lil Fizz, Oxlade, it was the same night.
Easy.
Always live
Like,
So
Lil Fizz, he was in this.
Lil
he
Fizz
was in
was just
Omar.
him now.
It was just him, but that shit was nasty.
I haven't seen
You watch it too?
I heard.
No, it was just
I heard.
but he was in this. Was he not with Omarion in their band?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, B2K people.
Yeah.
Ah, true.
So I mean, even looking at that trajectory, there's something going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Valentine's weekend.
There's something happening.
People's naked videos are coming out
Yeah.
online. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Why
I
do
just
I
think
feel
it's
like
mere coincidence, right?
This was a past coincidence. Once is coincidence. Two is
why
You
do
know,
In the same night.
and then
It was a bit too much.
it's a bit too much.
Why do I feel like you just find a humble and gracious Mr. Dre just obliging? I just see a video. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, this is your humble and gracious.
Guys, did you see how Twitter celebrated Oxlade?
No, that was.
I can't. If I go on Twitter, because I was laughing, but it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny because remember how people's
which were you
reactions
laughing at?
to us.
No, like,
the reactions.
comments, man.
No, the comments. Nah,
They
the
were like,
comments were
Spider-Man.
People were like sharp shooter.
But can we be honest?
No. See, my thing is, if people are going to have these, because like to be honest, they are like it's funny. It's not the situation that happened is not funny.
Not
But
funny.
the way people were. But why can't people also make these jokes when in Tiwa's situation? Why didn't people have the same like
a lot
of
reaction?
Your
Yeah,
son is going to see this when he grows up.
not to say that I'm
You're exposing
condoning
your body.
But
Publishing.
that's my next conversation, right? As you both are in the media space, right? You both are in the media space, right? So I think if because the videos that were around for Tiwa, they were not the best of,
They don't have the right angle.
and like
I'll be his echo.
and like the way I want to put it, there's no best way to put this.
He's not entertaining enough. I'll be his echo. Don't worry. He doesn't mean to say those things.
No,
And
I honestly think
But was Kim Kardashian actually bullied for hers? I don't remember.
she is
Yes.
still
she
bullied.
still
She's
is.
still
People still because like that's not the kind of thing that you want people to be talking about.
Can
It's
I
not
tell
supposed to
you-
be out
can I-
there
can
in
I
the
say
first
something?
place.
I swear, if most of us record what we look like, you guys look like dogs.
Like we all look like ass at some point throughout the day.
No, like Oxley looked like he hadn't seen a woman for days, bro. In as much as it's funny, I wonder about Oxley.
But it's just being realistic. That like I swear, a lot of us don't look good. We don't sound good. Like it's just. Some people say speak for yourself, but those people that are saying speak for yourself, go and check it.
Exactly.
Because sex is a private space,
And it's where you can be vulnerable with someone else.
And we all know that with porn, it's acting. Like you're acting. So like I don't even know if all the ladies who are doing porn are necessarily enjoying it completely because there's 10 people, I guess, on set, there's cameras, there's lights. So you're acting. But you know, when you're making love with someone who I guess you care about at that point in time, you're being vulnerable with that person. And, you know, I understand how it can be taken advantage of, and, you know, Oxlade being celebrated and Tiwa Savage being, you know, sabotaged and all that. But I guess as
it's too much of a double standard.
So I was going to ask you, as people who are in the media, do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you guys just to be perfect all the time? You know, you being a music artist and you being on air, on, you know, on radio and stuff. Like, do you feel the pressure to be perfect almost all the time?
There's pressure. I wouldn't use the word perfect but I feel like there's pressure to be a certain way, or you're more aware rather of how you come across and how people see you.
Your image and stuff.
Yeah, which is also why, like, there are just certain things that I don't really like getting personal on social media, because when you post stuff on social media, the entitlement people have, people feel entitled to say certain things about you or to make certain assumptions by seeing just a small clip or a small, like, that is not who I am. You don't know me personally. So I definitely feel like, even coming on here today, to be honest, I had a couple of conversations with people and I'm just like, I'm so nervous, because I'm nervous when people record me.
So what made you decide?
When people...
I sounded
you trusted you.
I was just like vibes, you know, and eventually, like, I'm going to have to do these things by God's grace eventually.
Yes,
eventually.
This is
pre, yeah.
This is like sway in the morning.
You know, it's an opportunity for me to also put myself out there and let people, let people, you know who I am and kind of get a closer view into, you know, my opinions, how I am. But
this is cash.
Definitely, I do feel pressure to be cautious about certain things because
too much, man.
Mandy, what about
too much.
I know you don't care.
No, I do. I actually do.
Yeah,
you do.
Like, if you notice, like, I don't share a lot of personal stuff on Instagram. Like, I would, you know how much I ran away from Twitter? Like, I actually don't even have followers on Twitter. And when I share some stuff, I'm just like, you want to delete it, because you have to be very careful. Think of it as your friends. Like, you know how your friends still judge you? Like, some people don't actually have true friends. Like, you have friends that actually are not there for you. Same, like, fans are the same thing. And, like, people that follow you are basically the same. So I'm not going to be honest, as much as I try not to actually give an F about what people say, I'm also very careful about the things I share. Because even on radio, there are some things I say that my radio host, my director will call me and be like,
check.
Monday, you want to think that twice again. You know? But, like, at the end of the day, it's like, it's scary. I'm not going to lie to you. It's actually very scary. Right. Like, it's so scary. Like, I remember once, like, before going on air, I was going to interview this lady and we're going to talk about, like, her, you know, she gave birth out of wedlock and she was going to talk about it. Do you know, I had to audit things that we were going to ask, because usually I go with the flow. Yeah. I couldn't go with the flow with her because she was sharing so much
personal stuff, information.
Like, this is her life. What if I asked, how did it happen? And who was the guy? How did you feel? Like, then you're going to get into, like, a lot of, like, it's hard. Like, and I get there. Like, everybody has emotions. Like, at some point I'm going to break. I have broken before. So, like, it's hard to share, like, these things and to handle them. So, God, please, if somebody has a recording of me, I don't know. I might be like Chloe, acid. Because you don't know, like, this. My dad would call my line, and my dad is very chilled. My mom is,
yeah.
So, and then I want to also say, like, just like adding on to that, I think for women, it's twice, you know, as much. Like, it's twice as much.
But are you thinking of, like, that's why I keep saying there's something called societal stereotype, there's societal bias. Okay, let's go back. If you read books like Bell,
I never go back at that.
Because, well, take out go back. Let's go forward. She's late now, you know. But Bell Hooks is one of, like, those feminist writers. But I'm not trying to talk about feminism here. She shared a perspective of how society viewed men and viewed women. A man is expected to go out to get money, come home, take care of the family. The woman is supposed to nurture and make sure that everything is ready. So the man comes back, he sits in the parlor, wait for food to be ready. You don't know the amount of stress she's gone through the day, taking care of the child, taking care of everything. If you read her book, Feminism for Everybody, she said in the first page, she said, like, women, like when you're young, they groom you to be like that. So, for example, she made reference to a young girl who go out in the morning, go fetch water, come back home, try to make sure the fire is ready so that she can help her mom. Do you know how the amount of things you don't even have your life? So you know how you go to school in the morning. My mom used to send me to the market, right? I'll come back from class and then she'll send me to the market to help her go buy something. Can I really say no? She's going to say when you're a woman, when you grow up, what will happen, right? But this is where this is the society she's used to.
Yeah.
Like, you can't change it. This is our society. So at the end of the day, like, how do you change these double standards? My brothers will be chilling, I'm cooking, but they're still going to eat the food I'm sweating for. Like, you can't change all these things. It's how we were all groomed.
That's wild, because I always say this thing to a lot of my friends who come and say, oh, this happened to me. I'm like, I get that in a utopian state, it will be very different. But we have to be cognizant of the real world that we're in, and understand that it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow, but understand that these are the things that do happen.
But do you realize that sometimes men also make excuses subconsciously? So, for example, he didn't mean it that way. No. You can, if it's your guy, imagine it's just your guy, right? You're going to see it as far. He probably did not mean it like that. I know my guy, but like, you're not seeing it from the girl's point of, wow, you just messed up this girl's life. Okay, we're all giving accolades to Oxlade. What about the girl in the picture?
She was taking it.
Yo, the girl, you know the worst part? Twitter literally went and brought out this girl's entire life, man. And like, it's not fair. Now, this girl's life is messed. You know, it's really, really fucked. So
she will always be that. Well, to some people, she's going to always be that girl. But Oxlade will put out a new song or do something, and he's going to still do whatever. And people is just okay. Yeah, it's normal. And
the day that there's something goes on Instagram, Instablog carries that, they're gonna be like, the girl who had sex with that went viral when. Like, do you understand? Like, this is just messed up. Like, women are always going to suffer. I'm sorry to say. I love being a girl, but like, we're suffering.
So I like the way this has, gone through, because I mean, that I totally understand all that. But I look at this now. Rihanna just popped out with pregnancy, whatever, and she got a huge reception. And like, I will point this to our African or Black community. If anybody got pregnant out of wedlock, she's not having it easy. I think she is not having it easy, but Rihanna is being celebrated.
I think it depends on how. I think it depends on how you also carry yourself, because because certain people will still, there's some people that will still talk like, oh, she's not married, blah 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 blah. But if you carry yourself and it's like nobody is going to, there's a way you carry yourself that people are not able to come and actually say something to your face.
If Savage got pregnant for a guy that she's not married to, what would they say?
She before or after the tape?
No, even before the tape.
No, when she divorced this guy, even after like the guy, we all knew the guy screwed up. They blamed her. She came out with interviews. They blamed her.
But that one I agree with you is our
but I think it's
Black values, like our Black values.
That is why I was pointing it to our Black community and Africans. But then Rihanna pop out like this, everybody celebrating.
She's the god of makeup now.
She's now this person is like.
But I also agree with her. How you carry yourself.
Because Rihanna has always been that person who she does whatever she wants to do. Like, people were coming for her, she's not dropping, and she said she's not dropping music and free me, and she doesn't talk about it. So I think it definitely has to do with how
you realize she's a legend.
She does what she wants to do. Like, there
are 3 people I know that when they come on, like, people actually sit still. Adele, Beyonce, and Rihanna. You see those 3 people, when they speak, it's like the world is shaking. Yeah. And look, there's only one white woman, like, and they're 2. But go and bring another Black woman into this picture. Which one doesn't carry their self?
Any other Black woman in there?
Which one?
No, it's not. No, let me not say carry yourself. It's not about carrying yourself well. It's just, for example, if somebody wants to come, you feel stupid if you go and meet Rihanna and say, Portia, you are not married.
Let's bring Portia into this. She's engaged.
Who's Portia?
From what are they calling this show?
The Real?
No.
Portia.
Yeah.
Is it the
Real Housewives of the one who was
that's engaged to the other, that
her friend's ex or something.
Are we not attacking her? But that's where she found love, right? But the girl, no.
Wait, she's dating what? Her ex is what? She's dating another man.
So her friend, so I guess her quote unquote friend, I don't know how close they were, but they were sharing the same.
And she's dating her friend's man.
She's dating her ex.
The man's ex.
The babe's ex.
The babe's
so
ex.
like,
I mean, there's that.
But now, wait. But the girl in question, who is the ex of the man, has another boyfriend. Like, it's such a messed up situation. I might as well just mess up myself too. We're all in the messed up line. Like, like it's actually.
No, I think in terms of saying, like, for example, if I dated a guy years back or whatever, it wasn't anything deep, and my friend, you guys decide to jam. Go ahead, jam.
What if you're married? Like,
I'm not going to
come. Do you think
in
certain cases that media might be perpetuating that idea?
Yeah.
That it's okay to date your friends?
No, they're not creating the issues though.
Oh yeah,
that's what will sell. Whatever the situation.
For sure. I just think it depends on the type of relationship that, like, if it was a very bad, I wouldn't.
No, but like, I think honestly that there are things that will fly with men that will not look. See, have you seen guys say, "Oh, I banged that girl, go and bang her"? No. Freaking liar, man.
I haven't actually.
First of all,
in my university days, yes.
Thank you.
In my university
when
days,
I was in undergrad, it was a freaking thing. Oh, we slept with that girl. Go, you're next. And it becomes a whole conversation. One day I walked in and your undergrad was such a nasty place to be. And then they will sit down, they'll all be talking, analyzing one babe. Have you seen girls analyze guys like that?
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
It's always break up, man. It's always this guy broke my heart.
No, in terms of like this person, like I hooked up with this person. Go do. I don't see.
No, they are hooked up. He has a nice.
No,
yeah,
hardly.
Go. Yeah.
Hardly. You always see. Oh, that guy broke my. Oh, you dated him too. He's an asshole.
Yeah, and we all got together.
When it comes to so heartbreak is a different thing. But sex, there are girls that just will be like, oh, this guy is good. They actually recommend. I have personally heard someone do that.
I would think that girls are even more possessive, and it's like if I, mess around with that guy, even if it wasn't anything deep, like I don't, that's my circle. I feel like that's more so what it. But
the thing is, when it comes to emotion, again, I think a lot of times people have dabbled into the fact that females are more emotional than men. That comes into the sex as well, because when the females eventually have,
I also think that's a whole lot of cap.
No, for sure. That happens.
I think because guys just don't show emotion. It doesn't necessarily mean that women are more emotional.
I think now we've learned for our lessons,
It's tough. Anybody at this point with the way the community is growing.
But my thing was just to say, like, because I wanted to get people who are in the public spotlight, what their take is, and I guess in the general consensus, your idea is that it is hard to navigate, and it's harder to navigate as women.
Definitely,
because you don't even need a sex tape to be cancelled or to be taken, to be dragged through the mud. Well, I mean, I hope that the girls, again, I pray that the girls do come out fine from this, because it is tough, man. It is really tough.
Be careful who you sleep with too.
That's just another thing. Oxley put out a statement and he's fine.
He's very stupid for that statement. It's incomplete.
I don't know why he apologized to his fans. Why are you apologizing to your fans?
And to the girl.
And to the girl in the like.
No get name.
Bro, you don't want
he wouldn't want to. He would.
Don't make it more severe.
No, but they already posted the girl, but the person who posted the girl doesn't have as much of a following as Oxley does. If Oxley puts her name there, you're adding to it, because
give her a better apology.
Definitely, he might have, but privately,
in closed doors, maybe, but not like.
But I think another thing has to. I think he actually does maybe owe her a bit of a more heartfelt apology, or at least speaking up about it in public, because she was embarrassed in public. It's not like as if this is something that happened amongst their group of friends. Everybody has seen
it.
To be honest, how much paragraph does he need to write and put in public that are we really going to, I feel like when it comes to public, you can just put a statement, like if you're sorry, put it out, but it doesn't have to be that much detail, as long as.
So I have
personally,
I have another confusing.
But that
question.
line was just useless.
I have another confusing question. Is there an amount of exposure that this thing will get where it becomes normal conversation?
No.
What becomes
normal?
Like now, Kim now, where everybody can talk about Kim's sex tape and Ray J's sex tape,
and it's normal.
It still won't be as normal.
No.
It still won't be normal, especially for the girl. It still won't be normal.
Because let's talk about comedy for a second. We can make fun of, in a way, we can just say, we can tell in the joke, and they say, Kim and Ray J. People will laugh and keep it pushing. So it's almost become part of culture.
Yeah.
But I don't, I understand that, but I don't think it should be. because you don't know how it's affecting. You don't know how it's affecting Kim. You don't even know if it's affecting Reggie. Like he might be going out.
They don't even know you.
They don't.
So I think it's more of their close circle.
Yeah. Well, another thing is really hard to draw a line in comedy. You can crack joke doesn't mean that it's not sensitive still. Bro, have you listened to
this day and age? You have to.
Have you listened to Dave Chappelle?
And I think
Dave Chappelle.
You know, I do agree with them. You have to watch what you say, man.
Yeah, and I think in this day and age, people are way more sensitive.
Everyone's too sensitive.
Yeah, too like sensitive. You say, look at Adele's thing when she I still don't understand how people have a problem with that. Like her acceptance speech for the Brits. Yeah, she was like, because they changed. They changed so the award basically doesn't have a gender. So she just, I don't know, I can't remember what award it was for, but in her speech, she was like, she understands why they changed the name, but she still enjoys, being like she's a female artist and she did this, and she enjoys being a woman and a female. And people came for her that she's anti. No, not anti-men, LGBTQI, like transgender people. Yeah, and I'm just like. She's a woman. She is happy being a woman. She doesn't identify. She identifies as a woman,
right?
And she's making a comment. She literally, before she said that, she said she understands why they've changed the name, but people still had something to say. I don't get that.
That's a different conversation for that. There's a lot of sensitive people out there in the world right now.
Man, it's too much. Yeah. No, I definitely think people need to not take things as personally because
don't let it get to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Always remember. No, but seriously,
it's tough. It's really tough to tell people don't let it get to you or don't take it personally. There are people that are just going to be like, oh, don't be. I'm
going to ask a question. Yeah. Do you guys ever care about like your parents, not parent, but like family people think? For example, you post a picture now, like your mother will be like, take that thing down.
Mine is not family. Mine is not family. Mine is more of just my people. Like the people that look up to me, the people that hold me to, I guess, high esteem or whatever, my friends, what they think. Sometimes like I want to post a picture, I have a caption. I mean, now I don't really do it anymore, but when I used to do it, I will send a caption to somebody. I send like 3 people or 2 people to get their take. Yeah. It's just for Instagram post to like.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, I'll ask my sister like, what's the caption or like what photo should I post? Or like, yeah, but in terms of how I post and certain things that I post, I do worry about family.
It's like we're in the same boat right now because I just post. It's my picture.
Yeah. No, I
definitely just used to put like I look nice.
Yeah, like me, I stopped caring a long time ago. Right?
Nah, I do care, man.
I do. Even like I shot this music video one time. I was like my outfit, everything, because it's gonna be out there, and I'm not really ready for. It's just too much.
The thing is, personally, I don't even do a lot. I have personal values, and I'm around people that also have values that it's hard for me to cross a line. And when my dad has actually brought my attention to some things, but when he mentions them, it seems more about himself. And when he does that, superficially, I apologize to him and be like, oh, that's not really what we meant. Some things come off as our content on comedy. I'll tell him it is comedy. It is for the show. And then he tried to explain what I'll be like, I'm sorry if he came off that way. But I don't take anything down. I don't, because me, I have my own values. If I put it up there, it's there.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be there.
Oh my God.
I wanted it to be there. So it's been I've had so many instances where my dad would point out some things, but it really
is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
There's this photo that I posted back in 2016. I think 2016, 2017.
It's on Instagram.
It's not there anymore.
Just I have a friend.
I want to have evidence.
I have a friend, man. She will post pictures. Sorry.
It's okay.
She will post pictures and then archive it, and then 6 months later, it will just appear.
It will come. Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? Why are you giving me the word?
Sometimes you just want to change what your thing looks like. What your profile? Yeah.
If it's delete. I don't archive shit. But yeah, tell your story. Sorry.
Just in case. Okay, so I posted this photo. And then my uncle sent it to my dad.
Okay.
And my dad doesn't have Instagram. So one day I was driving. This was definitely 2017. My dad was driving me to work. I was in Nigeria. I was interning at the time. My dad was driving me to work. It's just him and I in the car.
With AC blue.
Hey.
Were you in traffic?
getting traffic.
There's no way to go. You can't come
I
down.
literally could as in where?
There's no way to
where do I
go.
want to start from?
It's like office is 5 minutes down the corner. After the traffic light is the office, you are stuck.
He commented, and then my friend, who's also a girl, she had commented. You know how girls hype each other up? She had commented certain things under my photo. So it was the photo that I posted, and then the comments as well. I kid you not, my dad told me that he doesn't want me to be friends with this girl anymore. And that the way she's commenting on my, and I'm like, really? Like, he was like, yeah, I can't go to her house for sleepovers. I'm like, ha. And then he was like, yeah, that I can't be posting such photos. I still didn't take the photo down. I told him I wasn't going to take it down because I'm like, it's already up there. And there's literally nothing wrong with the photo. But then that's why I feel like now I'm just really conscious about, because before my account used to be private too, but being an artist, you can't really do that.
I don't know.
I can't do that as an artist anymore. I wish.
But why are you private?
Because
if I have access to that picture, I can forward it to you, Abby.
Well, that is true. But the people who used to follow me, like, I have to know you. I have to, I don't just let anyone follow me.
My point is, I can scroll.
That's why you haven't followed me back.
You didn't follow me?
See, let me.
You never know.
let me not go there because Cash, it took 4 years before she followed me back.
No,
or 3.
I told you,
but
guys,
it's more than 2.
I deleted my social media.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that.
So I actually went up.
No, she put a post. Hi
guys, I'm deleting my this thing. Yeah, if I didn't.
No, why would I post that I'm deleting? No, if you have my number, you have my number. If you don't have it, then
forget about it.
Exactly.
Speaking of it, when I first met Mandy, I was afraid to meet Mandy.
Why?
Because like the way I have known her, like, this is Winslow's finest, Winslow's baddest.
Right.
Like, she's giving you her time. Like, we're talking about this time to meet, and it was like, yo, like, if you're not here by this time,
schedule type thing.
I
was afraid. I got there 20 minutes early.
Stop.
I'm not joking. Ask Dikachi was there with us.
She looks so shy.
If you know the logistics, we have to work together.
Pictures outside waiting for our time to do.
Yeah, if you know the logistics. Okay. That was the first time I took picture of the bridge.
Can I say
who's turn to speak?
Can I say? I'm not gonna lie. Someone has said this thing to me that I actually come off not.
You're intimidating?
No, but I swear, if you've met me, the most useless person I meet.
I was useless.
No, but not in that sense. But like, I don't
serious.
care.
Like, you don't take.
I don't dip anything. Yeah. Like, I actually don't care. Like, see, let me tell you what I like in this life: food, money, and sleep. So you see those 3 things, they go together. I love food. When we always go out, and like, anywhere that there's money, I'm there, and I'm passing out. So like, I don't dip anything. So like, except somebody has given you a bad perception, which I know a lot of people had, because a lot of people in Windsor, like, okay, this is the thing about Windsor people. You tell them 6 o'clock. They'll be there for 7. I will leave at 6:30. And if you are not there, that's the end. Yeah. That's the truth, because I swear you're wasting my sleep time.
Yeah.
So it happened a lot. Let me tell you a bad experience. I had a birthday party in 2019. I had 20 people invited. This was the first time in Windsor I was actually ever hosting a birthday party, and I don't even think I have the conscience to do it again. I invited 20 people. Everybody that was not Nigerian were there. Look, the birthday was for 6 o'clock. I was late for 6:20. Every other person was there for 5:30. And now my Nigerian friends came at 9:30. Do you understand the time difference? Every other person that was in Nigerian left. They left. And like, when they came very proud of themselves. Like, do you know how hard that is? Since then, don't worry about it.
So it's also a thing, like, coming from Dre's perspective, right? From him and us, like, because we've been in business for, even though we've been friends a long time, right? We've been in business also for a long time. So there's been a lot of times over the years where we actually take priority over people's business than our stuff, right? We actually like want to not, let them down.
Yeah.
So you find us like, oh, this person is working with this. We dead on have to meet, no matter how much we inconvenience ourselves, no matter how much he inconveniences himself.
Yeah.
We dead on have to make things before.
Not to say that
right on.
Coming to you was an inconvenience.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
I know, I actually understand, but like, I loved and I appreciate that, the sincerity.
Yeah.
But like, it's just the society we live in. And to be honest, like, I hate when people think I am like hard to.
Oh no.
My mantra is I like going early to a lot of things. So that when you come late to man, I'm complaining.
Yeah, because I know.
I will complain and you will hear it.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, man, I wanted to just get into what you guys are doing. So I'll start off with you, Mandy. So what are you working on right now?
So I'm working on which one do you want to hear?
All of it.
Whatever you want to tell us. I know. First of all, I know you have a blog, and I've been reading on it. And I was hoping to get into it, but we are out of time. Yeah. But no, yeah, she has a blog. Check it out. Maybe next time.
What's the name of the blog?
Mandy Agbajama.
Is it
MANDY.
Is it .com?
AG. Is it what do you mean?
She owns a domain name, not .net.
AGBAJAMA.com. I gotta follow you right now. That's how you do love.
That's how you
Sweetheart, you put it in.
It's here.
Everywhere.
Shoy.
So
Snapchat, whatever the case is.
Yeah, so tell us, what are you working on?
So I'm trying to bring back I had to pause the Connect show. So I've been doing a lot of Afrobeat. But I actually want people who are DJs to come on Afrobeat.
Well, you're in Toronto now, so you have to plug.
I don't mind. Bring your playlist. I'm actually going to feature it on. And I don't mind. So
just to confirm, CJAM FM, which you record from home, it's a Windsor radio station. Detroit. And people can listen from where? Detroit?
No, Windsor, Detroit, Essex County. And then you can, for anywhere else in the world, like CJAM.ca, right? Very easy. Right.
And so, I mean, if you're listening out there and you got a dope playlist, send her songs, as long as you're following the right format. There's no Nigeria where you just... Hi, this is my song. You gotta there's regulations to this stuff. So, but no, Mandy's someone who will listen and who would provide. And trust me, people in Detroit are listening. Trust me for sure. And that's USA if you're wondering.
Sneak peek to my EP coming soon.
Yes, bring it on.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, bring it on. I'm gonna record this and I'm gonna play it.
We are not here.
Wait, we've been asking for this sneak peek to this.
I'm serious. I'm actually gonna play it. So I'm gonna play it this Wednesday on live. So give me 2 songs and I'm gonna
play.
And I'm actually gonna play it for the break time. So I'll play for the break time. Wow. And I'm actually gonna play it during the show.
Wait. Have she agreed to send you this snippet? Have you agreed to send her this snippet?
And guess what? I'm gonna talk about you in the show.
So you are going to send her this snippet?
Wow.
Of course. I wanted her to agree. So wait, I asked you, say, I am born. I want someone you sing.
And you sang for you for free.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now you're making me feel guilty. Now you're making me feel guilty.
They was in love.
Now you're making me feel guilty.
For free.
Kasheefah, what are you working on now?
So
first of all, let me page you. You haven't put out music since 2020.
2020.
2 years later.
2 years later.
No, actually,
you'll be coming.
Wait. No, in 2020 it was one single, right? In 2020 it was one single.
No, not just you guys. People have been coming for me because I was actually on a podcast last year, and I was meant to drop a song last year.
Oh, Diego!
But it was meant to be it was meant to be a feature with someone else, like someone relatively. No, I was gonna feature someone else, someone pretty big too. But that just didn't end up working out.
What happened?
They're just busy, which I understand because, but that didn't end up happening. So I didn't put out music. So I haven't put out music in a while. And I also just wasn't really inspired. COVID and everything. I wasn't really hanging out with people. I didn't really know what to sing. And I write my own music. So I don't want to come, I don't write stuff that I can't relate to. Some people are able to do that, but I like writing. I like people to feel what I'm talking about.
That was why that song was hitting. Wasn't it? That was like serenity yourself. You're serenity yourself.
I'll write a song specifically for you.
My body is doing me Paulina.
No, but honestly,
I like this podcast. This is episode 59, isn't it?
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Oh no! I think this will be 60. This will be 60.
But no, honestly, so yeah, I wrote music. I went through something last year, so
right.
They have come again.
No, so I just went through a phase where I was just writing music. Like I was just,
So one man does inspire this.
Wait. You don't know that. Is it one man that is inspired?
No, shout out to the person who inspired this project. Someone is definitely inspired by someone.
Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, baby, give me one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, single.
I'm single.
Was it contractual?
Until you get married, One of them.
So is it that?
Is it what?
Is it you are single until there's a ring on it?
No, I'm actually single. Like I'm not with someone.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking to somebody.
No, I'm not.
You are somebody's trying
single,
to talk to you.
singular.
I like the way Mandy.
DM.
You know when you're using fork to eat chicken, you first start with a fork and you try to you try to separate the bone from the tender. She's actually stabbing him.
These days, ladies are very tricky.
Yeah. No, I'm not that type of person.
I'm not in a relationship.
We don't know.
In a long time. Yo, last month, engage.
No, I'm not. If I'm with someone, I'm gonna claim you. If I'm
we
with
don't
someone,
know that.
you know.
That's why we want to know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make that
inspire your music.
Hey.
Oh no, the person. Okay, no, the person it was about. We were in a relationship.
Then.
And the relationship ended.
Hello,
we're not gonna talk about
that side. Wait, never mind.
Please don't cut it here. It's actually this
we're not. No. We're not gonna talk about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, but
it's a space open.
It's a safe space, definitely.
Private life, right?
But but I'm really excited about the new music that I
have a quick question though.
If I think about it, like
was it in like how Adele sang Someone Like You and she really cared about the person? Was it that kind of vibe too?
Yeah, like I really do. I still do care about the person. It's just my experience, certain experiences.
I have a follow-up question. What happened to your future husband?
My future?
No, hey. Pastor Dre, minister to us.
Where did you see him?
No. Like like there are men.
Where did you see him? Yeah.
When they see things like this, like how like you said.
Oh no, it's not a type of project where like I'm like singing how much I love. No, it's not.
Inspired it.
Yeah, the person just inspired it. I'm gonna just say that. So you can think whatever you want to think.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. The music is there, and you gonna relate. A lot of people is gonna relate to it. Actually, that's what I'm really really happy about.
That's good. So do you have a release date kind of thing?
So originally it was meant to actually come out. What is today? It was actually meant to come out yesterday.
That means I get to play.
Like originally, but
after
I had to do like a couple. The music has all been recorded since like last year. Since like November, December last year. But so it's just working on final mixes and mastering the songs, and then also like creative wise. I'm trying to be more out there. So I had a photo shoot for the project a couple weeks ago. So soon.
Any music video should come soon?
We never know.
Who shot the photography?
Blue Clouds Photography. Shout out to Blue Clouds. That was an awesome ass shoot. So that was really exciting.
So you skipped a question or an answer. So when is it now coming out?
So it's definitely before the summer. I'm gonna say that.
Okay, so
like if
I get to play, right?
Sneak peek.
Like,
do you get to play?
Sneak peek going this way or
no, I need to
understand
the velocity.
Yeah.
You mean full song?
We'll talk. You actually might not. Actually, we'll talk.
My dear, say you're Maki.
I will know for sure. I think
I'm ready to call
probably when I have like an official set release date and like I've submitted it,
and we can do an interview.
Exactly, and then like on the interview we can play.
Both of you are in the GTA, so it's an easy setup.
We are thinking,
yeah. Where do we come in this picture?
Behind the scenes.
Behind.
Oh no, I'm gladly.
Oh, no, actually,
no, I'm fine with being behind the scenes.
No,
don't push it.
No, we could do another episode,
right?
Where we talk about what's your favorite songs, what you getting, what kind of vibes, and then also certain topics that are discussed throughout the.
Let's end it here.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
I like this. I like that.
Stay tuned.
All right, well, I appreciate you for coming through. Emilio, you have proverb of the day.
Proverb of the day. Yes, I do. I do.
My people say
you're in tune. Okay, my proverb of the day today is erosion can never taste like Ovaltine.
What?
It looks like Ovaltine.
It looks like Ovaltine, but it can never taste like Ovaltine.
What cannot taste like Ovaltine?
What? Yeah.
Erosion.
Like erosion.
Erosion,
Soil
you know.
erosion.
Yeah, so you know when there is too much water flood that is now compound with the red, with the mud, yeah. So erosion, it can never taste like
This gets worse. This gets worse.
You know, Mandy. You know what?
Sense, man.
If you don't know about it,
It looks like
Forget about it.
Honestly.
So let's play a quick game. So we're gonna play like I have no idea what you know of these games, but we play it sometimes. So we're gonna make sentences, right? Yeah. But you can't. It has to be a word, one word. It can't be I have. It's I. Then he will say something, and the sentence has to make sense. So you if you choke, you're out.
I'm definitely out.
Okay.
A whole radio personality. You can't run out. Your vocabulary is lengthy.
You might be safe. I always lose in these games. You might be safe.
I'm a bit worried.
So I'm gonna start.
Which way?
Where you want start? I said I always lose. You say you want start. Are we going this? No. Erosion does not flow. Erosion does not flow counterclockwise.
We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go. You're next. Okay.
All right.
Let's start. Kasheefah
is. Okay, so now that's an example.
Okay,
so
give me how it works though. I can make it work.
A boy, you will say one word.
Okay.
And then
she ends it and then keeps
No, she doesn't have to end.
It just keeps going.
Keep going.
we're trying to make sense in a sentence,
That's
but we don't know where it ends.
Okay, I know.
It's like a story.
It's a run-on sentence.
Okay.
Period.
No, not deep what I
All right,
just
Mandy,
said.
you start.
Okay, you said let's continue from where we stopped, right?
No. You start a new thing.
Mandy
Is
Beautiful.
And
she
is
Beautiful.
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, I'm out, but you guys get the game.
yeah.
Okay. Today,
always
choke.
comma always there is comma
Today, always.
comma.
What do you want? You have out. You have out.
Let me defend that. Jesus is good today, always, and forever. Right? That's
We don't accept that.
We cannot win
Right,
Okay. Retake 3 of us still. Okay, you start.
I
No,
can't.
she start. You start.
Yeah.
Imina
Is
A
lovely
man
and
he
is
wonderful
in
every
image
of
life
and
God
is
amazingly
extraordinarily
providing
always
and
providing always one.
money. If I said that you
Providing always. Okay,
Providing.
and Kasheefah.
this is deadly.
Oh, I'm done, man.
Okay, I'll start. Today,
Is
a
very
lovely,
and
perfect
sunny
day
tomorrow
might
be
as
snowy
as
last
week
when
it
was
very
cold
and
the
chill
penetrated
in
my
vein.
Both of you are not okay, man.
snow
Is
white
very
No.
wow, I was determined to not lose this time. I was determined to not lose.
Right.
The chill in your vein.
in my vein.
That was I picture myself, making 3-point shots from half court. And I'm like, yeah. That's actually pretty dope. No,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna get out of here. It's been a great episode.
Jeez.
You guys are welcome back anytime. As long as the schedules are lining.
You are not too far, even though you might be far. You are not too far. I know the drive
always
is
be
long.
close.
You'll always be close. I know the drive is long.
Real quick, shout out to everybody in the building. Dikachi is in the building. Miriam is in the building. Shout out to Grocery Africa. Be sure to shop with them. They should come and sponsor us. You know, I do this. But just do plug anyhow. You understand what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, this song right now is Alive by Kasheefah. Her car project is coming out soon. Be sure to check it out. I am your humble and gracious host. I go by the name Mr. Dre. I'm in the building with a few cool people.
Yeah,
you already know the vibes. Vibes, we're gonna talk to them.
Yes, signing out from the Ministry of Vibes. You know, ministry direct to your ears. You know, it's your man Imina, aka the Free Ego, aka Triple E, aka the Patrician Ego, aka you know what is popping? Let's get it popping.
Mandy, sign out.
It was really nice coming on here. I want to do this again. I'm enjoying every bit of it and I want to do it again. I'm really excited. But yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Kasheefah, sign us out.
Thanks for listening, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was so lovely being on here. And make sure you guys like and share this podcast if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more because we're gonna be back. This was fun, guys.
For sure.
You know, as somebody was going to say, oh, Kasheefah, sing us out.
No. Let's not ask for too much, bro.
That's too much.
Next episode, we gotta leave them wanting more.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, chill.
we out.